Call the school board meeting to order of May 20th. Dave, roll call please.
Dick.
Here.
John.
Here.
Nort's absent. Dave here. Joe.
Here.
Jim.
Present. Proof of notice.
As stated on the agenda.
Approval of the agenda. So moved. By Joel.
Second.
Second by Dave. Any questions on the agenda? Joe?
Aye.
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 Motion carried 6-0-1.
Five, 502.
I'm sorry. Yeah,
502.
5-0-2. I knew that.
So I have a question after. So everything tonight will be
Yeah. Okay, citizen comments. Sue Steele.
Hi, I'm really concerned about some of the actions and votes by this board. Back in, I believe, 2018, voted to keep parking fees for the students. How is that helpful to them when they want to try and get ahead, you know, go on to college, save for college, things like that? In March of this year, cutting the staff was mentioned and had to be done. April 1st meeting, there was joking and laughing about how kids don't know how to tell time on analog clocks. I don't think parents would find that funny. All in the same meeting on April 6th, it was mentioned that budgets are tight, and then without debate, voted to exceed the referendum by $776,000. How is that fiscally responsible? And now we need more money for the auditorium roof and the front of school scope. It seems to me this referendum was not very well thought out. Maybe it's time we shut this building down, sell it, move everything back to the high school. Maybe it would save some taxpayers some money, and the district as well. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, we have resolution 1819219, approval of the minutes of the previous meeting. So moved. Motion by Joe.
Second.
Second by Jim. Any questions on the minutes of the last meeting? Joe?
Aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
Motion carried 5-0-2. Dave, any communications?
Yes, we have a thank you from the Mayville Middle School. Thank you for your delicious breakfast during Teacher Appreciation Week. We are honored to have such a supportive school board. Thank you, Mayville Middle School staff, and they all signed it.
Very nice. Jim, are you ready for a treasurer's report?
Yes, yes, I am. Treasurer's report for Monday, May 20th, 2019. The total of expenditures for all funds for April of 2019 is $1,041,467.92. The current investments, state investment pool balance as of April 30th. General fund has a balance of $2,498,549.12, with interest earned of $5,259.01. Debt service account has a balance of 14 cents. And our non-refundable debt account has a balance of $1,274.09, earned interest of $2.60 for a total investment in our government investment pool of $2,499,823.35. Our Thrasa State Bank account has a balance of balance as of April 30th. General fund, $629,314.94. Interest earned is $1,377.74. Money market general account has a balance of $11,050.21. Earned interest of $20.40. And a money market fund 46 trust has a balance of $1,225.70. Interest earned of $2.26 for total $641,590.85. Our total cash investments of April 30th, $3,141,414.20. And also attached is showing the balances for referendum revenues and expenditures.
All right, thank you, Jim. We have resolution 1819220, approval of treasurer's report. So moved. Motion by Dick. Second. Second by Joel. Any questions on the treasurer's report? Dick?
Aye.
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 Motion carried 502. We have resolution 1819221, approval of regular semi-monthly bills.
So moved.
Motion by Joel, second by
I'll second.
Dave. Questions on the bills? Hearing none, Joe? Aye.
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 Motion carried 502. Resolution 1819222, approval of per diem.
So moved.
Motion by Jim. Second. Second by Dave. Changes. Norb comes off. Well, he's not even on for tonight.
I had a WASB meeting the 9th. Day 9.
I had a 517 meeting with Scott. Do you know what the 510 meeting was for North?
I believe that was the teacher appreciation
Oh.
breakfast you put down.
So take that off. We don't get that. So WASB for Dick, 517 for me, and take off the 510 for North. Anything else? Joe?
Aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
Motion carried 502. Okay. Committee meetings. Okay, I have a new list. So, on buildings and grounds, I took Norb off of there and put myself in there. It would have been Ron, but just to change that one up. Negotiations are kept the same, just to keep that congruent. Policy, Joe, Dave, and Norb. Curriculum, Dave, Norb, and open, whoever would step in for the board position. Emergency leave, Dave, myself, and Joe. Food service, put Joe as chairman of the food service with Dick and Jim. And finance and personnel is committee of the whole. Stay the same as staff and student awards. And the ASB delegate would be to be determined to see who would get for a replacement. For that would be a good one for them to start in. CISA, you want to keep doing it, Dick?
Yeah, I enjoy that.
Okay. So that's this year's committee assignments.
Gina, is there a sense of, like, for the WSB
Yeah.
delegate, they're looking for that as soon as possible?
Yeah, Dave has the form in his thing. They called me 3 times already.
If you wanna, I'll do it again.
Okay, sure. We'll put Joe as the ASB delegate then.
Right.
You did it 2 years ago, right?
Yes.
I didn't do it last year.
No, I didn't do it last year.
Ron
Did it last year.
Okay. Administrative report.
We have, two administrators have slideshows to show. We have 2 directors out in the audience today with a lot of activity. I'm gonna keep mine pretty short. We have the innovation grants that we have $10,000 budget to foster innovation for the school district. Those were due last week on the 15th. So I have all those processed. I touched base with John, he happened to come in for a different topic. So I just need to connect with Jim. Those are the kind of the small committee that we have used in the past. So I just need to touch base. We have $22,000 worth of applications coming from the staff. Some really great ideas, awesome to see. So there's some ideas already that we've kind of put in place, and we just need the 3 of us to connect. So after the meeting, Jim, I'll get you the resources, and we'll go from there. They're gonna talk about some upcoming dates. I just wanna make sure that I do my part to remind everybody. So tomorrow's the senior recognition night. It's at the middle school. We have a little holiday on Memorial Day, so we've got an extended weekend here. On Tuesday, the 28th, we're meeting, Jan and I meet with our Neola advisor to for first round of some policy advice that we're gonna get. It's a short meeting, it only starts at 1:30. So then, the following Sunday, we've got graduation at Mayville High School, so make sure to communicate if you'll be there or not to Lee and Carol. You've got a board meeting on June 3rd. Real quickly, the next day is 8th grade recognition night. I think everybody has an invitation tonight that you received for that, and Bob will speak to that, I'm sure. And then our last day of school is the 7th. That changed based upon our snow days. That's a full day of school versus our early release. And then we have a teacher work day on June 10th, and we're going to get some information about the end of the year TEADS at 12:30 on June 10th. So we'll get invites out to you for that. So mine's more of a housekeeping, just this is what's coming, and they have lots of stuff, so it's a very busy agenda tonight, so.
Okay, thanks. Becky, anything, I'm sure lots going on.
I do, in fact, I got, mine's one of the slideshows that he talked about. So a couple of things. This last Friday, between kindergarten through 8th grade, we had our 2nd annual PTA fun run. So you've got a couple of pictures from the Parkview Friends. Luckily this year the weather cooperated and we were able to participate outside. So each one of the grade levels had 20 minutes where they were to run laps. Their lap for Parkview was about a 1/14 of a mile, so they had to run 14 laps in order to get to 1 mile. We totaled up all of Parkview, we ran about 346 miles, which was Mayville to Superior. So if we were to put all of Parkview's miles together, that's how far we ran. The middle school, I'm assuming they probably ran farther than us. They are bigger, faster, stronger than we are at Parkview. But again, at this point, as of when we ran Friday, we had collected $10,000 K through 8. That was just flat pledges. The students went back out for anybody who would have promised or committed to a per lap pledge. Given the number of laps that they were going to run, there's more money to being collected, and that'll be counted up on Friday. So a good start, and a huge thanks to PTA and Jessica Stortz, who coordinate a very well-oiled machine in our second run of the fun run. It's a fun event to be able to be a part of. Lots of sponsorship throughout the community. I believe we had almost a little over $4,000 worth of sponsorship. That sponsorship leads to everybody getting their own t-shirt. Those t-shirts become the trackers for all of their laps that they run. There are tally marks on the back of those shirts that we keep track of as they run their laps. So again, a very fun event. So that was on Friday. Coming up this week, today it's all about transitions this week. Today the 4K Friends came and visited the kindergarten at Parkview. We brought the buses in and bussed in the morning classes for the morning, and then the afternoon classes came and visited Mrs. Smurf's class this afternoon. And then leading up to that is on Wednesday is second grade begins and has their visit to third grade at Mayville Middle School in the afternoon. And then followed by that on Thursday evening, the incoming third grade parents and the second grade parents are invited to a welcome event for them at Mayville Middle School on Thursday afternoon. Coming up this week for us at Parkview, Friday is our annual marsh trip. We pack it up and we are gone from about 8:15 until 2 o'clock when we bring her back in. It's a series of about 10 different learning stations that kids will rotate through over the course of the day. Second graders get the opportunity to visit the Explorium. That's kind of their added bonus as second graders. You see a couple pictures from last year. On the right, you see some kids participating in pond study. FYI, Mr. Sable will be running that site on one of those sites on Friday. He's coming to join us, which will be fun. Hopefully he doesn't fall into the water.
I have time.
And then real quick, one of the things you're going to be asked to do tonight is to approve the contracts for summer school. So just a quick walkthrough through summer school. Very similar in process from the last couple years. One, it says 18 and it should be 19. Thank you, Mr. Sable, for putting your little cursor right over that. Thank you very much, I appreciate it. If you want to just scoot right back, someone. Some of our classes we've got coming up this year. Liz Cook, you may not know this, Liz Cook is a Fisher person, and she, over the last few years, has hinted and talked about taking on the fishing class, which we had years ago. It kind of went away when Tyler Gritt had moved on and taken a new job in a different school district. And Liz is bringing fishing back. So it's a small start. We've got about 7 kids. We needed to be able to transport them through a school van. So we've got 7 kids in the grade 4 through 5 fishing class. It'll be a 2-hour block. And then 7 kids in the 6-8 fishing class. Liz is working on getting parent volunteers to come in. There'll be some bigger field trips that they will take, but we are very excited to have fishing back on the roster for summer school. The other 2 new classes are actually an extension of band. Sue Morris has incorporated a second instrument class for any of those band students in grades 6 through 8 who have already been in band, want to try a new instrument out, and also a percussion class for any of the wind players who want to develop a better appreciation for what the percussionists do. So those are our new classes. We're bringing on a whole new set of teachers, lots of A's if you notice. We've got Aneshka Mozio. We've got Andre Matty, who is Aneshka's taking on our science classes and our gardening classes. Andre Matty is taking on our soccer classes and our volleyball classes. Alexis Newton will be doing Spanish as well as dinosaurs. And Andrew Whiting is taking on a class called Camp Life Skills for some of our special needs learners that we have within the district for the summer. Children's Theater is up and running. I believe we're at the 28th annual performance, and this one will be Beauty and the Beast Junior. Performance dates are listed there. You'll find them on the website as well, but that'll be about mid-July. Ellen Schmidt and Tammy Shelfeffer will bring on their next performance of the Children's Theater in the way of Beauty and the Beast. For high school, summer school, they do have a summer interim class. We are running a PE class this summer for half of a credit from June 17th to July 12th. Those high school kids, if they're interested, can contact Mrs. Pazik or Christine Adamovich at the high school. There'll be credit recovery classes being run as well this summer for any learners who need to regain or access a half of a credit, as well as some AP boot camps to kind of get a leg up on the intensive AP curriculum that is offered. Again, kind of a breakdown of our sessions. We've got a session that goes the 17th to the 12th. We've got a second session, which is our jump start for our 1st grade through 5th graders from the end of July until August 15th. We always include as part of our summer work any of the band camps and any lessons that take place over the course of the summer, as well as any FFA activities are also considered any part of summer school. when we signed on with our summer meals program, which was first to us last year, it was the year one of a 5-year commitment. So again, this summer, we offered free breakfast and free lunch for anybody under the age of 18 within the Mayville community. Actually, not even just the Mayville community. Any kid can show up and get a free breakfast and a free lunch as part of this program. I think we're running it, Miss Williams, I know you're out there in the audience.
Yes,
We're running
ma'am.
very, very similar to last year. I don't think much changed.
No, the only thing different is that we're not running the week in between the end of school and the start of summer school. And we're not running the first week before school starts.
Okay.
So,
The week, it's kind of bookends, so
Yep.
the week right after school and before school you won't.
yeah, right.
Makes sense.
Yeah. We didn't have that much participation last year, and it'll give us time to get everything in order before we have to start up the new.
We're excited about another summer full of learning. It's good. We've got lots of teachers involved, very little turnover with teachers, so it's fun. It's exciting to have another year of it. Ready to go?
Thank you, Becky. Bob, middle school.
Yep, a few items going on there, doing some past events, just a couple more details on the PTA fun run. We had 40 parent volunteers participating during that fun run, both at Parkview and then coming over to the middle school, because there's a lot to organize, and we had a lot of students running around laps to keep track of which lap students are on by marking their shirts. The middle school course or lap was longer. I wish I would have known how many laps they did and figured out that distance for you. That's something I can work on. And I also want to thank Mr. Sable for being part of that activity as well, to make sure that it was a successful event. I think you were giving out refreshments.
Yep.
And we appreciate that. Safety Patrol Congress, and since Ms. Haney is here, I'll have her chime in as well for more details, but our 2018-19 safety patrollers went on their Safety Patrol Congress to the Wisconsin Dells. It's the end of the year reward trip as well as learning trip for them for their good work. Safety Patrol helps students at the crossing at Henninger and Breckenridge, and also helps to monitor activity in our playground.
Yep, so we took 12 students to the Wisconsin Dells. We left Thursday morning. Miss Winter, the counselor, and I drove school vans and a mini bus. That was an adventure. Students got to miniature golf. We saw the Tommy Bartlett Water Show, and just a lot of team building activities and time for those students. It was a successful event.
Fourth grade did their Wisconsin history field trips. They went out to the Horicons Living History Days on Friday, May 10th, and they also visited Old World, Wisconsin on Tuesday, May 14th. Of course, we had our band concert on Tuesday, May 7th, and something that to get incoming fifth graders ready for beginning band. We shared instruments during the school day with those incoming fifth graders to find out if there was any interest in an instrument, and they tried out instruments to see which one they could manage best, and we could recommend to them to get them ready for fifth grade band coming up next year. Upcoming events, third grade orientation is this week. This is a first-time event for Mayville Middle School. I want to thank Mrs. Haney for her leadership on this as well. It's a transition activity for second graders coming up to third grade next year. So students and parents are invited to the middle school that evening. I think around 5:15 it starts. Looking to end around 6:15. There'll be some activities for them as well as tours. And that'll be prior to our choral concert, which will also be that evening. Anything more to add to that, Ms. Haney?
Nope, light refreshments will be served, and you're all invited to attend.
What's the date?
This Thursday. Starting at
23rd.
5:15. And then same date, Thursday, starting around, I think it's 7 o'clock is our concert. 6th to 8th grade choral concert, and then upcoming field trips. Our 8th graders will be taking a field trip to Sky Zone. This is a reward trip for our 8th graders and a final hurrah for that group as a middle school unit. Before they go off to the high school, it's going to be May 29th. I'm sorry, May 23rd. Nope, let me read the right line here. Yep, May 29th. And then our 5th graders will be taking their annual trip to the state capitol in Madison on Friday, May 31st. And then Wisconsin Parade, our 4th grade classrooms will host their annual Wisconsin Parade on Wednesday. And their social studies focus is on Wisconsin. That'll happen on May 29th in the front of the middle school beginning at 1 p.m. And if you want to come and take a look at that, please consider stopping by a little beforehand. and watch their Wisconsin parade. Eighth grade recognition night, you have a small